Since I moved to Atlanta back in 2009, one of the things that's impressed me so much about the people here is the compassion they have for other folks, especially this time of year as it gets a little bit colder and we get closer to the holidays. And that's why I was so shocked when I found out that people were stopped from feeding the homeless here at Hurt Park because they didn't have a permit.
It's just disheartening, again, because we saw people with children out there.
And I still feel like I was doing something illegal because I was in and out my car and I was watching over my shoulders because I knew I could be cited for possibly giving something away.
The law's not new, but what is new is the Georgia State University Police enforcing it. So the obvious question is, why?
What we've discussed is trying to give people an appropriate place to feed the homeless. Appropriate meaning indoors, meaning tables and chairs, meaning sanitation.
I get it. An appropriate place to feed the homeless would be in a home, but they don't have one. That's the whole point. And not feeding them isn't going to make tables and chairs and running water suddenly appear. Now, not only do you need a permit, now they want you also to put up a security deposit.
Parks will inspect the park, and if it's clean, they get their refund of their surety bond or their security bond. And if the park's not clean, they forfeit it.
And I understand requiring permits and maybe even a security deposit for the cleanup. But why on earth would you stop people who actually have food in their hands from giving it to people who obviously need it? How about a temporary permit? You take an ID from someone who is here, you give it to the police, and if they don't clean up, you go after that person. The bottom line, for someone who's hungry, for someone who's homeless, the most important meal of the day is their next meal. And anything that gets in the way of that is a problem.